Think of fishing, right? If the more dials or the more lines we have in the lake, the better chance we have of catching the fish. And the same goes for leads. The more opportunity or activity that we put on those leads, the better the result. So I know that it can be challenging to let go of the reins. Hello and welcome to another playbook. This is Craig Pretzinger. I am HUD solo today. Jason is going to be doing a set on his own, and I'm doing a set on my own over here. So welcome, thank you, and appreciate you listening. If you could do us a favor, take a quick moment and scroll down to the reviews. Give us a review. Write a little note if you could. It really helps us out a lot. I know everybody asks for these things. Everybody puts it in there. Then it's really difficult to get that done. So if you could, we'd really appreciate it. It helps us out a lot. Puts us at the top. We're in the top 100 marketing podcasts in the country, and would love to get up in the top 20, top 10, whatever. So here we go. Let's talk about leads. Let's talk about what people do with leads when they come in. So you buy the internet lead, it comes in, and then what, right? Regardless of whether you have a teleteam in-house or outsourced or whatever you do, whoever you have making the dials on those leads, which we all know is super important. We don't want our producers making the hundreds of dials a day that need to be done just to make contact, because that's just not a good use of their time. But we have had debates going back and forth with many people about who's making the initial call on a lead. And a lot of folks want to have their own team make those dials because they, in their mind, I think they paid good money for those leads. They don't want to outsource at least the first opportunity. Now let's get back to the numbers. The numbers are what is most important, and the numbers and math don't lie. It doesn't matter whether we put when I say it doesn't matter, what I mean is there's no significant improvement. In fact, it probably is the opposite if we have our own salespeople make those initial dials, because they aren't going to be consistent. They aren't going to give it enough dials. And now we've taken the highest probability call, which is those first initial calls in the first day, and we've put it in the hands of somebody or someone who may or may not be as consistent. Well, they won't be as consistent as having a dedicated teleteam make those dials and connect with those people to get them over to your producers. We want to make sure that we have the right people doing the right stuff. Think of fishing, right? If the more dials or the more lines we have in the lake, the better chance we have of catching the fish. And the same goes for leads. The more opportunity or activity that we put on those leads, the better the result. So I know that it can be challenging to let go of the reins and pass those initial contact opportunities off to a teleteam. But you've got to do it because there just aren't enough hours in the day for everybody to do all of the activities. If we know that we got to make 500 dials on every batch of leads, or a telemarketer needs to be doing 500 dials a day, well, the producer can't do 500 dials a day on leads and also do 8 to 10 quoted households a day, right? The time just doesn't permit. So let go of those reins. Let the teleteam actually make the dials, even the initial dials, on those leads, because it all works out in that telefunnel. Thanks for listening. We will see you on the next one.